Hi, welcome to HKB. I'm Shaz.
And I'm Leon. And today we're going to be looking at Imprint Asia release number 3, The Blind Swordsman Zatoichi from 2003.
Thank you to Imprint for providing us with review materials for this release. The Blind Swordsman Zatoichi is available to buy now. So let's have a look at the trailer.
So Shaz, have you got a synopsis for the people?
I do. In an empire ruled by fear, the people's only hope is the ultimate weapon, Zatoichi, a blind nomadic samurai whose sword has made him a hero and whose courage has made him a legend. Determined to help the desperate residents of a village, Zatoichi seeks justice through revenge.
Thank you for that, Shaz. Now, The Blind Swordsman Zatoichi, give us your thoughts.
Well, we've seen all of the Shintaro Katsu Zatoichi films, but I understand you saw this one first. But Shintaro Katsu is the only Zatoichi I've ever known. So I was a bit unsure of how I'd feel watching someone else play the role. That being said, I did actually really like Takeshi Kitano's portrayal. It was different, but good.
Great. I'm glad you enjoyed it, because I felt like maybe Takeshi Kitano thought, I'm only going to do this once and I want to get a whole bunch of stories in one, because all the original Zatoichi films, there was always different background stories that he would get injected into, and I feel like he thought, as I'm doing it once, let's get 3 or 4 different stories going on in the background there. So we had a vast array of characters, which, like you say, maybe overwhelming in the film at first compared to the originals, but I kind of like the mix. What do you think about the elements?
I like the elements. I like that there was the things I was expecting, like a nasty gang boss and lots of slashing and gambling.
Yeah.
I did feel that maybe Zatoichi took a bit of a backseat a little, but as you say, with all the stories going on in the background, that's to be expected.
Yeah, it was a quirkier interpretation of Zatoichi. It very definitely had Kitano's stamp on it. It was very unique, I felt. You know, I'd seen it before, couldn't remember much, but I liked the unique feel to it. Some people didn't like the CGI blood usage in this, and I've seen a lot of criticism for that before. It didn't really bother me this time round. I enjoyed the sword play, and I was watching Kitano and thought, bloody hell, he's really going for it. I mean, all the actors were quite good at that, and that, I think. Yeah?
Yeah, I agree. And there was also something that we picked up on with a sort of rhythm with people working in the fields to the rhythm of the music. And then when we watched the extras, we found out that this was deliberate.
We had it verified. Yeah.
And that the film was designed to work on a rhythm, which I'd never heard of before. And I found that really interesting.
It was. And it's like he had that in his head and he wanted it in the film. And I think that gave it something extra special, you know?
I agree.
And especially at the end scene, the way they cap the film off.
Yes.
I don't think it's any harm to say, it's not really a spoiler, but we kind of closed the film with a massive tap dancing scene. And it's beautiful. All the outfits they got on, those straw sort of sandals that they're doing the tap dancing in. It's really wondrous. I really thought it was good. And yeah, it put a big smile on my face.
Yeah, really uplifting.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And if we can just move on to the cast members, yeah? I'm probably going to butcher names here, so forgiveness in advance. But there was an actor called Takagadaru Kanaru who played Shinkichi, and he was like a bit of a comedian and brought very comic elements to the film. He was like side by side gambling with Zatoichi and like kind of glued to him.
Yeah, and it was nice that Zatoichi had a friend.
It was, and yeah, he was a genuine friend, and he added a lot to this film for me. What about you? What cast members?
I really liked the Ronin,
Yeah.
played by Tadanobu Asano, playing Hotari. Yeah, he was fantastic, wasn't he?
He was good. Yeah, he was great. Swordplay was good, wasn't it? And the older lady at the beginning that Kitano or Zatoichi's helping to her home, and he's giving a massage. She was played by Michio Yasuda. She played Aunt Ume, and she had a nice little relationship with Zatoichi in this. Her character, I quite like that.
I really liked her.
Yeah, I almost felt like there was almost going to be romantic strings there, but maybe not quite. But it could have been.
And then we had the storyline with the two geishas.
Mm.
And so one of the geishas, Osei, was played by Degaru Tachibana, a male geisha.
Mm.
Really liked his portrayal.
He's fantastic, wasn't he? He really sold it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that was quite a moving part of the story, actually, the relationship between him and his sister, Okinu, who was played by Yuko Deki. And she was good too. The two of them paired together, their story was really compelling.
It was.
And it added a lot of heart and, a little bit of tragedy to the story, but beautifully done. Beautifully. How about if we go into the extras, Shaz? What do we have with this disc, please?
So we have 1,500 copies. There is a new audio commentary by film historian and author Sean Redmond. Now we've listened to this, haven't we?
We have.
And it's very enjoyable. Goes into what you're actually seeing on the screen in quite a lot of detail with background, and it was just really interesting.
Yeah, he doesn't deviate from the film, does he? And I kind of like that. It's refreshing.
We also have the making of the Blind Swordsman Zatoichi 40-minute extra.
That was brilliant. We're not going to ruin that, but it takes you on a journey through the making of the film and where it goes afterwards. Very good.
There are some crew interviews. Quite a few people there, wasn't there?
There was quite a lot, and we got a very clear indication that Kitano was the boss, which I like and love.
There is a theatrical trailer. And also, as Leon will demonstrate, a limited edition slipcase with unique artwork.
I love that.
It's very nice.
It is. And we also get on the sleeve, there's from a great scene from the film in the rain, which you learn about in the extras, how they did that. Very good. And if we go on the inside, because everybody knows Leon likes some interior artwork. Who doesn't? There's a scene of Zatoichi at the beginning of the film, if you can see that. And yeah, very impressed with this release. What did you think of the quality, Shaz?
Picture quality I thought was fantastic. Perfectly clear and crisp, and the sound was brilliant.
Yeah, this is a good release, great quality overall.
Yeah,
wonderful film. So this label, keep an eye out for it, Imprint Asia, and we've recently covered the first two, which was Lost in the Stars and The Sea is Watching. We enjoyed those. Out of the three, Shaz, which one would you say was your favourite?
Oh, tricky. I think The Sea is Watching.
Yeah,
Really
for me too, because it took me by surprise. I
Yeah.
wasn't expecting that. And future releases, Shaz, could you just give the guys a quick recap on what's coming?
Sure. The Wandering Earth 2, Hero, and Zoo Warriors, The Legend of Zoo.
Fantastic. Thank you again to Imprint for supplying us with the review materials for this video. Great job, guys.
And just a reminder, the Blind Swordsman Zatoichi is available to buy now, and we'll pop some purchase links below.
And there are bundle offers, as we've mentioned before, and if you want all three of them, you'll save a lot of money that way, so bear that in mind.
So thank you for watching. We hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you'd like to leave us any comments, we'd love to hear from you.
Catch you on the next one.
Oh!